Hello friends, welcome to Expert Guidance and I welcome you to another video on the topic negative numbers. Now in this video, we'll look over what are negative numbers, how do we order negative numbers, how do we represent negative numbers on a number line, how do we add, subtract, multiply and divide the negative numbers and word problems related to this topic. Okay, so let's begin. Now, what are negative numbers? Now, negative numbers is on the number line, the numbers which are to the left side of the zero are all negative numbers. Now, where we see negative numbers in our daily lives, we see temperature. Temperature drops to negative. At times, the pressure measures are also negative, or bank balances or debt, they also turn out to be negative. Now, the thing about the negative numbers is, as the negative numbers go away from the number line, they become smaller. So towards left, the numbers are decreasing. But that is opposite to the positive numbers. The positive numbers, as they go away from zero, they increases. So a number which is bigger but has a negative sign next to it will be the smallest number, and this is what you need to take care of. So this will take care when we'll be ordering the negative numbers. So negative numbers always decreases as we move away from the number line or as we move towards the left. Okay, so we'll use that to order the negative numbers. So the rule is, if a number is closer to zero, if a negative number is closer to zero, it will be a bigger number as compared to the number further away from the zero. So negative number decreases as we move towards the left of the number line. So let us order these numbers. So first, the smallest number will be a negative number with the highest value. So I think -5 is the biggest number, negative number with negative. So that is the smallest number, followed by -1, and then we have 0, and then we have 3, 8, and 10. Okay, now have a go at part B. Pause this video and come back. So now you can see that -81 is the smallest, then -58, 22, and then we have the positive numbers in the increasing order. So the negative number with the biggest value will be the smallest number. Okay, so I hope you remember this. Now let's come to how do you add the negative numbers. Now always remember, when the two numbers have the same sign, either they are two negatives or two positive, you will always add the two numbers, but the sign will always come of a bigger number. And if the two signs are positive, like a plus and a minus or a minus and a plus, you will always subtract the two numbers, but the sign will always be of a bigger number. Okay, let's see how this works. So try these. So in our first question, this is 37 and 51. So 37 is a plus. There's no sign in front of it. It means it's plus. And 51 is minus. So as the rule says, the two signs are opposite. So we'll subtract the two numbers. So we'll do 51 take away 37, which will give us 14. But the bigger number here is negative. So the answer would be negative 14. In the next question, 21 and 35 both are negative numbers, same sign. So we'll add the two numbers. So that will give us 56. But the sign always comes of a bigger number. And a bigger number is negative. So the sign will be negative. In the third question, 37 minus 25, they both are opposite sign, 1 plus 1 minus. You take them away, but the sign of a bigger number will come, so the answer will be positive. The same thing happens in D. In E, the signs are opposite. We subtract the two numbers, but the bigger number is negative, so our answer will have a negative sign. And in the last question, the smaller number is negative, so the answer will be positive. So I hope this rule is clear to you. Now you will see some questions where you have two signs together. Then what do you have to do? You have to replace the two signs with a single sign and then do the same addition rules that we just discussed and solve. So what is the rule? Whenever the two signs are positive together, or two signs are same, you convert them into plus. And if two signs are positive, you convert them into negative. So if you have negative and a plus, it will change into a minus. Plus and a minus, minus, because it is the opposite sign. When you have two negatives, it will change into a plus, and plus plus will be a plus. Okay, so let's try this question. This is 5 minus minus 2 plus minus 3. So minus minus will become plus, and plus minus will become minus 3. Now you can add 5 and 2. So they both are plus signs. So you will do 7 minus 3 and the answer will be 4. Okay, so I hope you can have a go into these questions. For part B, plus minus becomes 16 minus 5 minus 35. The two negative numbers, they are two same numbers. You will add them, but will have a negative sign. So minus 5 minus 35 is minus 40. 16 minus 40, take the two numbers away, but the answer will be negative as a bigger number is negative. For the last question, minus 10 minus 5 plus minus will be minus 32. 10 minus 5 minus 32, add the negative numbers with the negative sign, and 10 minus 37 is minus 27. So I hope this is clear to you. Now for multiply and divide, you will do the multiplication and division, but the answer sign will depend on if the signs are opposite, the sign will be negative. If the signs are same, the answer will be positive. So for example, minus 5 and minus 3. You will do normal multiplication. 5 times 3 is minus 15, but both the signs are same, so the answer will be positive. For the next question, it will be 20. For the next question, 15 times 2 is 30, but since both the signs are opposite, the answer will be a negative sign. Minus 6 into 3, minus 18. 2 times minus 3 is minus 6. So I hope this multiplication is clear to you. The same thing happens in division. You divide the numbers normally, but if the two signs are opposite, the answer will have a negative sign. If the two signs are same, the answer will have the positive sign. So let's try this question. 28 divided by 7 is 4. Positive sign. 36 divided by minus 6 is minus 6 because it's the opposite sign. 45 and minus 5 is 9, and since both the signs are same, no matter it is a negative or a positive, the answer will be a positive number. And minus 30 divided by 6 is minus 5. So I hope you're now able to sort and order the negative numbers and do multiply, divide, add, and subtract. Now let's see a word problem. This is a question that there's a table that shows the temperature of a city in Europe at different times intervals, the midnight, 2 a.m., 4 a.m. At what time is the temperature the lowest? The lowest will be the negative number, but the highest value. So I think that is minus 25. So the answer would be minus 25. At what time the temperature is the highest? So the highest positive value is 7. So the time at which the temperature is lowest is 4 a.m. The highest is the 4 p.m., which is 7. Next is find the difference between the highest and the lowest temperature. Now, which is the highest temperature? 7. Then you put a negative sign and then write the lowest temperature, which is minus 25. And you know minus minus become plus, so the answer is 32 degrees. Next is find the difference between a 6 a.m. and an 8 a.m. time. Now, first of all, you work out which is the highest value. The highest value is minus 5. So you'll do minus 5 minus the minus 20, which will become minus 5 plus 20, which is 15 degrees. Again, 4 a.m. and 12 a.m., the highest value is 5. Take away minus 25, so the difference is 29 degrees. So I hope the negative numbers with their word problems is clear to you. Now, again, as always, do question by topic so that you can feel confident and you can see what are the different types of questions that are set out in the exam. And do not forget to check the specification. Now, if you have any further queries, feel free to get in touch with me. You can write in the comment section or come to my website where there's a 24/7 chat support where you can post all your queries and get instant reply. Or you can join my free Facebook group which says Get A Stars in GCSEs and A-Level Maths and Science. There you can post all your queries and get instant reply. If you like this video, then please subscribe to my channel and do click the bell icon so that you get notified as soon as I post a new video. And do not forget to follow me on Instagram at Expert Guidance, where I post regular notes, tips, and tricks for you every day in maths and science. So I'll see you next in my next video. Till then, happy revising.